What's up, you guys? I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you had a great Sunday. And I hope you're preparing to have a beautiful start to your work week because next week is Christmas. And then the week after that, we will be rolling into the new year, 2025. And how many of us can't wait until the new year? I say that because sometimes we just can't wait for the new year because we want to start fresh. We want to get our new calendars out. We want to just start doing all the things. But I want to tell you, you don't have to wait until 2025 to start implementing some things. You can actually start that right now. Whatever that is that you're trying to start, you don't need to start it in 2025. You can start it now and just carry it over to 2025 and beyond. See, I turned 50 this year. And those of you who know me know I celebrated it probably for a good 3 weeks. But anyways, when I turned 50, a lot of things start making sense to me that didn't make sense to me before. And the one thing that really stuck out to me was time. It's something that we really don't have a lot of. We think we do, especially when we're young, but in a blink of an eye, you're 50. And even though I'm 50, I'm not 90. But when you're 50, you've lived some life, you've learned some things, and you should be able to pass some of those things down that you've learned, not just to your children, but to people in general. And the one thing I want to encourage you to do is do not allow people to waste your time. Don't let people waste your time with small talk. One thing my aunt, God bless her soul, she just passed away November 29th. She always said, damn a bird that can sing and don't. And what that means is, who cares with all the talk you're doing? If you're not doing anything behind the talk, shut up. My mom always said, time waits for no one. Because one thing you will do as you get older, you will reflect on how much time you've wasted and how much time you've allowed other people to waste of your time. And sometimes you'll even want to be mad at the other people because they wasted your time, when the only person you need to be mad at is yourself, because you allow them to waste your time. And another tip I want to give you is don't worry about who's not there. Embrace the people who show up. Now, don't get me wrong, everybody's not going to be able to show up to every little thing you have. So don't be taking offense because Susie Q and Bob didn't show up to something you had. Everybody just can't be there. Time is a beautiful thing and it's so precious. Someone can be here today and literally gone tomorrow. And it doesn't have to be a death that takes a person away, a job, a marriage, anything. You just want to make sure you're seizing the moment and you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. And then when something happens, you're sitting there looking crazy because you don't know what to do now. You don't know who you are now because everything about yourself was invested into someone else in their time. So I'm going to close it out. And again, I know you guys have heard this before. Nothing is new under the sun. I'm saying it, but you probably heard it said a different way, but you've heard it before. But the one thing about time, and when you're in a season of change, you can hear something that you've heard a million times. But because when you're in that season of change and so on and so forth, things will sound like you've never heard them before. And it's because you're ready and you're in that season of change and evolving from the place you were to the place you want to go. If you've listened to me this far, I truly appreciate your time and thank you for listening. And if you follow me on YouTube, 2025 is going to be a whole different look. I'm going back to my roots. That's when I used to do a lot of tutorials, sit down and have these kind of talks. So whether TikTok is still here or not, I'm going to be doing them over here as well. But like I said, I'm going back to my roots and I'm going to be doing a lot more of these because if only one person listens and cares, that's enough for me. Good night.